Hey guys, this is OffTopicGames and we're doing a matchup between Nubatama and Granblue, and we're also reviewing the Fighters Collection while we do a match, just so you guys don't get bored. So yeah, you guys can start and I'll say the names and they'll explain how they think about the card. Oh, no, it can't charge while it's...
Okay, Ryan, you're first.
Yep. So for our first GR,
stand and draw.
We have a Royal Paladin. It's a Stride. First turn, once per turn, Brave. You Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1. Choose a face down card from your G zone. Turn it face up. Search your deck for up to the same number of grade 2 cards as the number of face up cards named Divine Knight of Rainbow Brocade Cloudness in your G zone. Call them to separate rear guards. Shuffle your deck and until the end of the turn. This unit gets continuous VG. G break 3, if you have 5 rear guards, it gets plus 10k and a crit. So in other words, Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1, you choose anything, put it face up, and then for the same number of this card copy in your G zone face up, you call them to separate rear guards, that many grade 2s I believe, and then shuffle your deck, and then continuous GB3, it gets 10k and a crit, if you have 5 rear guards.
I'm gonna give it a meh.
I think you run it. I just don't like it that much, but
it's also a Brave.
But
yeah,
like return.
It's no, like the thing is you actually end up activating that effect a decent amount of time, or like when you do activate it, you would want that type of effect. So I don't really like the fact that it's a Brave, but I would run it still. In
a Brave deck specifically?
No, I would just run it like in an aggressive Royal Paladin deck. I'd run it because you tend to run out of cards.
Would you run multiple?
Take it back.
It depends if you have space. I'm not if you don't need that many other strides in the deck, then I would. But if you do, then 2 is fine.
It's a good placeholder if you don't have anything else.
So 0 to 10, what would you rate this card?
5.
7.
Oh, that's pretty high. Okay. So the next GR we have is a Oracle Think Tank card, Lord of Guidance Wakahirume. So GB2 Oracle. Oracle is if you have 5 or more cards in your hand. Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1. Choose a Persona Flip this card. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, you may pay the cost. Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1, and then Persona Flip. If you do, draw a card, choose a card from your hand, and put it at the top of your deck. So?
I think it's really good.
Okay, pretty good.
Especially in Tsukiyomi, I think it's like, it might be a 4 of in Tsukiyomi, I don't know, it's playtesting.
I think it's good, but not like the type of like. It's definitely good. It's just I think you wanted something a little bit stronger, but it is good.
They need they need a finisher grade like Stride. I do know that, but
it's a good thing to have. It's just not what the deck is missing.
I think you play it over Take Mikuzuchi in Tsukiyomi, and even maybe like Megas.
What would you rate the card?
I would give it a 7.
I'd give it an 8.
Oh, okay. So the next card, GR again. We're going through rarities. So we're going to go GR, triple rare, and double rare. This one is a Noble Grappler card, Meteor Kaiser Busted. Once per turn, Counter Blast 1, choose a face down card from your G zone, turn it face up. When this unit attacks, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose the same number of rear guards as the number of face up cards named Busted in your G zone and stand them. If 2 or more units were stand and you have 5 rear guards, until the end of the battle, this unit gets auto Counter Blast 1. Choose Counter Blast 1 and choose 2 cards from your hand. Discard them. At the end of the battle, you may discard. You may pay the cost if you do stand this unit, and it gets drive check -2 until the end of the turn.
Bind.
So it restands with drive check -1 if you have 5 units on the field.
And you stood 2 of them.
And stand 2 rear guards.
Yeah, and then you discard
and it
2 and
stands for however
1.
many. It stands for however many face-up copies of this
Yes.
one or the...
This one specifically. So technically you need to Counter Blast 2, it's just 1 at a time.
Is it GB2 or is it...
It is. No, it can be first stride.
Can be first stride? I think the card is actually really good.
But you need to stand 2 guys.
No, but it's just better than the on-hit stride. It's just better than that.
Yes.
Yeah, I do think
Counter Blast 1.
it'll definitely take the place of the on-hit stride. It is a 4 of because of the expanded G zone.
You are right, for sure. I agree with you.
I think the card's really good.
Yep.
I
I
think
give it 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd give it 10 out of 10 also.
What is it based off? Out of like broken cards?
Based off of like, it's better than what the deck has already.
Okay.
And it's also really good.
Where's that? Yep. This card is really good. It's probably the most expensive card in the set, I'm pretty sure. This one or the Granblue one.
Oh wait, no, this is, sorry, it's GB one.
Okay.
So the next card is Genesis Dragon
Cards in hand.
Else Messiah.
4. Okay.
It's a GB2. Counterblast 1, choose a face down, or Counterblast 1, Persona Flip. This unit is placed on the Vanguard. If you have a hard with Messiah in its card name, you may pay the cost. If you do, lock all of the rear guards of all fighters, and unlock all locked cards other than those locked by this effect.
It unlocks and then locks everything else?
It locks everything that's unlocked, and unlocks everything that's locked.
Oh, okay.
So it just flips everything around?
Yeah.
Does it do it to your opponent's board?
It's the entire board.
So
all
your
fighters,
board
all
and...
fighters. So tag fight and stuff.
I think this is actually really good for the deck. It's kind
Messiah.
of like, I think it's like what the Messiah deck's been missing.
Yeah, it gives you more ways to lock things, which is kind of helpful.
Because like Messiah, it's like, oh yeah, I unlock all my things and I lock like maybe 2 of your things and I get a crit because I unlocked my 3 things.
Is it on attack?
No, it's on placement.
Oh, that's actually a lot worse.
So,
Never mind. No, I think that card's really bad now.
I don't think it's bad. I think it's like mediocre.
Yeah, it depends how many cards you have on.
I think you would still run it. It's just not that great.
It's no. If it was like on attack, I think it was a 10 out of 10. But because it's not on attack, I'll give it like maybe like a 6 out of 10.
Okay. Rating.
Yeah, I give the same.
Hey, we agreed on something. Oh, other than like busted.
It's busted.
Yeah.
Second.
Okay. So the next GR is a Pale 1. Dreamy with an I. Axel Millward.
Oh, this goes back, right?
Yep.
Okay. Once per turn, GB2, Soul Blast 1, and then choose anything and turn it face up. Choose 2 cards from your soul, call them to separate rear guards. They get plus 4k power until the end turn, and at the end turn, put the units called with this effect into your soul. Choose the same number of your units as the number of face-up cards named Dreamily Axel Millward in your G zone. Until the end turn, they get auto Vanguard rear guard. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, choose up to 1 card from your soul and call it to a rear guard circle with a unit. Wow. Okay.
Wait, sorry. Can you repeat that?
Yes.
So what do you like the brief summary?
Is yes, I will. So it's an axe skill, right? Magia. GB2. You pay the cost. Soul Blast 1. Flip anything. Choose up to 2 cards from your soul. Call them. They get plus 4k power, and until at the end of the turn, you put it back, and then a second part of it is choose the same number of your units as the number of face-up cards with Millward. So the same thing. And for each of those, they get those specific units get whenever it hits a Vanguard. Choose up to 1 card from your soul with a rear guard on it and call it.
I think the card's really good.
So it calls 2 units always then?
Yeah.
Is there anything in Pale Moon that flips over
4K.
anything other than this card?
I think it's good.
There's another card that flips over anything?
Mephisto.
Does Mephisto get any benefits from flipping over itself on the first one?
It's Magia or something, right?
So if there's enough Magia stuff, you can possibly get more
Units
called out of the soul.
Is it Magia?
Oh,
Yeah,
actually,
Magia.
no,
Okay.
it also gets power if it flips itself.
So what if you go like Mephisto? Wait, is Mephisto GB2?
No.
GB2 for the crit though, right?
No, Mephisto doesn't have any crit.
Oh, okay.
No,
You
You're
could
thinking of Lunatic.
Lunatic
like-
Magia.
you could like Mephisto this first.
Yeah, and then
You can do this again and have like 2
Yeah.
face up, which is really strong, I think.
And then also, Harry is a Magia too for grade 4s. So for Magia, you have Mephisto, Millward, and that thingy.
I give it 8 out of 10.
Okay.
I think it's good.
I agree with Taylor. I'd give it an 8 out of 10 also.
Okay. Pretty good for GR so far, apparently.
Just a really strong card.
So for our next GR, it's a Gear Chronicle one. Interdimensional Dragon, Warp Drive Dragon. It's a double dragon card.
Because, you know, just to make sure you know it's a dragon.
Yeah. So
make
it's a
sure
timely
it's a dragon, man.
act. Once per turn. Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. Choose anything, turn it face up. So you choose the same number of rear guards as the number of face up this card in your G zone. You time lead them, And for the same amount of cards that you time leaped, you choose one of your... Oh, sorry. So you time leap them, and then choose one of your opponent's rear guards with grade less than or equal to the number of cards you time leaped, and they put it to the bottom of the deck.
Choose the amount of rear guards?
No, it's not choose. It's
choose the grade.
The grade equal to the amount. So let's say you put in 2 units, you time leap 2 units.
Yeah.
It's 2 or less. A grade that's 2 or less.
Oh, okay.
Put back
So
2
it
triggers, call 2.
It minuses 1 then.
Yeah.
Put back 2 triggers, call out 2 grade 1s, and then you send the grade 2 back to the bottom of the deck. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, you go to first, right?
It is first stride, yes.
Okay.
It doesn't flip over anything?
You flip over anything.
I think that card's really good.
And then you want to flip over itself, though.
Yeah, because it's for the same... You choose the same number of your rear
I have
guards
3
for the same number of warp dragons.
What? You don't want to discard 2?
G-zone. I think it's better
Well, no,
second
discard
stride,
1.
though.
Oh, it is 2. Yeah.
Second stride or more.
I think it's good. Yeah.
Okay. Ryan?
I think it's really good. I already gave my opinion on it. I think it's just super strong. Really good playmaking abilities. It's strictly better than the one where you just time leap one of your things, right?
No, it's not. It's strictly better as a second, but first stride's always just better than the telekinesis.
No, okay.
It's just nice to have.
I don't know. I think it's a really good card. I would definitely play it.
Yeah, of course. What would you rate it as?
I'd give it a solid 8.
Okay.
I agree.
Wow. 8 is a pretty good number. Okay. I mean, the GRs are generally all pretty good, but like they're cheap.
GRs are generally really good.
Or they're absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Next one is Granblue, Demon Sea Queen.
I think this
Marie.
one does.
Once per turn, count plus 1. Choose anything, turn it face up. Choose a card from your hand and discard it. Choose the same number of normal units from your drop zone as the number of face-up cards named this card in your G zone, with the sum of their grades being 4 or less. Call them to separate rearguard circles and increase this unit's power by the sum of the original power of the units called with this effect until the end of turn. So please explain this.
So basically, so you go into it, you flip over a copy of itself, you can call out one thing.
You discard.
Oh yeah, you discard a card, sorry. And then its grade has to equal 4 or less, so you're able to call out a grade 3 or whatever. And then the second time you go into it, you would have 3 face up, because you flip over itself again. And then you could call 3 things with their with the sum of their
2
grades.
things. You call 2 things.
3 things, because
face up G zone.
you flip over, so on the second one.
Yeah, it's 2. Use 2 face up. Right?
No, because you flip over a
3.
copy
Yeah,
of
yeah,
itself,
you're right.
so it's 3. So you call out 3 things with the sum of their grade being like
4
grade,
less.
yeah, 4 or less. So you could go like grade 2, grade 0, or grade 2, grade 1, grade 1.
It has to be normal units though.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But I mean, calling back the starter is
Yeah,
super
yeah,
strong.
sure.
I don't think this card will be very good in 7Cs because it's always better to just go into Night Risk. Or sorry, yeah, I think it's Night Risk.
Night Mist, yeah.
Yeah, Night Mist, that card. But like it makes the Nightrose deck a lot better because Nightrose, the biggest problem was like, yeah, you have to go into Nightrose and use the 2 counterblasts to do its thing, but this one lets your rear guards really do their work.
It also
Like,
gets big, really big.
yeah, it's just a really strong card. I really like it. I would rate it 10 out of 10. Maybe 9 out of 10 because you can't use it in 7Cs, but pretty stern with my 10 out of 10 because I don't play 7Cs.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's 10 out of 10.
Good stuff. Next one is Flower Princess of Perpetual Summer Verano.
Oh, another good
That's
card.
a Neo Nectar. Yeah, I think we should rate it a bit more strongly, but sure, you can just continue. Soul Blast 1, this skill is auto. Soul Blast 1, choose anything, turn it face up. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 2 cards from your hand, call them to separate rear guards, and then choose the same number of your rear guards as the number of face up this card in your G zone. Search your deck for up to 1 card with the same name as each of those units, call them to separate rear guards. Shuffle your deck, and
not hollowing.
the units called from your deck gets boosted
Are you
until
hollowing
the
the
end of the
grades
turn.
Yes.
Yes.
So I think that card's really strong, but I do not think it's very good in the Asha deck actually, because I think it slows down your Asha play by like a turn.
Does it have to flip over? We have to flip
It
over
flips
itself.
over anything.
Does it have? Is it?
I guess you
Yeah,
could
and
flip
And
over
it's supported
Asha.
on the...
Wait, does it? Can you read it again for me?
Yeah, so you choose anything, turn face up, call 2 cards from your hand to separate rear guards, and then you choose the same number of rear guards as the number of face up things
Of this.
of this, and then search your deck for up to 1 card with the same name as each of these units, call them to separate rear guards, and then it gets boost. Those units.
One thing you can do with it is, if you don't have any rear guards on the field, you can go into that and then not flip over a copy and flip over an Asha instead, so that you can just.
But then you don't get.
You don't get the thing, but you can use the Asha grade 3 skill instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of the same thing.
And
if it's like it's a little bit better than if you have nothing in the field and then you copy nothing off the Asha grade 3.
I feel like it just slows down your Asha turn by 1. So
No, but if you have nothing, then it's a little bit better, right?
Yeah.
If you just blow up your field, then you don't have anything to do, like, because you can't copy anything, and then you still need to copy something somehow.
Like if you have a death wing or something.
Like, it's better than doing nothing. Right?
Yeah, no, I agree, but I'm just not gonna.
I think it's good because they were missing something like that.
Before I really liked this card, but now that I'm thinking about it, like, I still like it. I still think it's a really good card. I just think it's really slow in the Asha deck. But I mean, it's not like you're not gonna run it.
It's more like. So you don't want to go into it, but it's
Sometimes
if you're in an unfortunate position, it's good to have because it's better than doing nothing.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Okay, what would you rate the card?
I'd give it like a 7.
I give it a 9 because you don't want to go into it, but it's like a backup plan versus just doing nothing.
Or sorry, let me reiterate. I give it a 7 in the Asha deck. I give it like an 8 or a 9 in any other Neo Nectar deck.
I just think it's good because they're missing that type of effect.
Like, this card in Musketeers is going to be really good.
Okay, now rate the art.
10 out of 10.
Sorry.
That booty.
I just want to say it's the butt. I thought it was funny.
You heard it here. You heard it here first.
Okay, so I think we
9.
finished with all the
This gives 2k power.
GRs, and now we're going into the
not
triple
2k power.
rares.
Okay,
Our
we're
first
just gonna
triple
call
rare,
this then.
unfortunately, a lot of them are cheap in terms of ideal pre-order. The first one is Holy Seraph
Vanguard.
Zachariel. It's an Angel Feather card. Once per turn, axe skill. Crown Blast 1, choose anything. Turn it face up. Until the end of turn, this card specifically gets continuous. If you have face up card
Both 10.
in your damage zone, all of your front row rear guards get plus 3k. And then if the number of cards in your damage zone is 5, it gets power plus 10,000. So,
It's average. It's something that they didn't have because you can run it over Blizza and it's better than Blizza, which is nice. It's not super important, but it's like a slightly. It's a small improvement.
okay.
So I give it a 6 out of 10 because they didn't need it, but it's good.
Okay.
It's like slightly better than Blizza.
I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
It does make your if you have like really bad rear guards like no seals on the field, if you're trying to Gavril, then they're not just like 15 attackers with a booster. You can make it like a good lane.
I'll give it a 7 out of 10 just because you don't have to first stride Blizza anymore unless you playing against like Link Joker and you want to get out like pokers. But 7 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Not too bad.
It's not super important, but it's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Let me just hold on a bit while I get this next one up because
Okay.
it won't load. Just go, it's fine. I don't know what's happening.
I drew already.
It's okay. Just gonna use my phone. Just like getting
Cards in
Wait, what did you discard?
sorry, I'm discarding 2 things.
Oh,
Cards in hand?
I have 6.
6.
Sorry, I don't have more cards in hand.
No, I want less. Less cards, Taylor. Hey, we're still gonna go into this.
That card's fun.
Yeah, it's fun and interactive.
Fun and interactive.
technical difficulties. I know what's wrong.
You didn't see that?
I totally didn't see that.
6. I have to get you down to 4. Oh, this sucks. How am I gonna get you down to 4? What am I doing?
I don't know. How are you gonna do it?
I didn't think this far.
Good job. Good job. Well played.
It's 6? No!
Well,
not like this.
what are you going to do?
Complain.
Is it cool?
You're already complaining.
Or is it cool?
Qualified.
Is this one? Okay, I don't know what's going on. Anyways.
Okay, just take your turn, Ryan.
This takes forever. I don't know, dude. So weird. Okay, anyways, for our next card, we have triple rares. Dark Dragon,
No.
Distress
No.
Dragon.
Attacking Vanguard.
This card is a Shadow Paladin unit.
binds,
G unit.
Yep.
It's a Counterblast 3, Soul Blast 3, Axe skill once per turn. Choose anything and flip it face up. Choose any number of your rear guards and retire them. Your opponent chooses the same number of rear guards and retires them.
10 giga, right?
And
Yeah.
then,
It's fine.
if this total number retired is 6 or more, draw 2 cards, counter charge 1, soul charge 1, and then this unit gets
pick one?
power plus
I'm
20k
not
until the end
activating.
of turn.
Oh, you're just attacking.
So,
No crit?
how do you like this interesting card?
As a Shadow Paladin player, I'm really disappointed they didn't give us anything better. But that's
Oh,
probably,
this is the shred that retires. You can retire as many as you want, right?
yeah, it's probably a one of just because it's a board wipe and it doesn't target.
Not necessarily.
I give it
It's a
a
board wipe.
4 out of 10, but you play it.
Yeah, I would agree. I would actually give it like a 2 out of 10 because I hate it. But it's you still play it just because it's an option.
Okay, that's interesting.
No
Maybe-
guard.
You ready to get double crit?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's see it.
Cute,
It's not the double
cute
crit.
heal trigger.
Hinata.
So the next card is a
Oh, no.
Gold Paladin,
Oh,
Golden
crit.
Knight of Incandescence, a Brachus.
No.
Ah,
Auto Counterblast
Heal
1,
boost.
Soul Blast 1. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at the 2 cards from the top of your deck. Search for up to 1 card from among them. Call it to open rearguard circle and put the rest at the bottom of your deck at any order.
Oh, yeah.
So in other words, Counterblast Soul Blast 1. Top 2, search for up to 1, call 1 to open, and put the rest at the bottom.
Another
Wait, this is from what con?
Gold Paladin.
another bad gold paladin.
Another
stride.
gold paladin card that does the same thing that all the other gold paladin strides do.
They just don't give it anything better. At least they're getting,
Oh, the
new Gurgoid's gonna be
Yeah.
really good.
so wait, sorry, it's Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, was it?
Yeah, when this unit is placed on the
Oh, sorry,
Vanguard.
wait. This hit. I'm gonna
It's a
activate.
stride, right?
Yep. On stride skill.
This hit. I'm
Do
gonna
that.
activate. Okay, go ahead.
And then check top 2 for 1,
Yep.
and then for every copy of it face up?
No, it's just call that one.
Oh. Okay, so...
you play it because they don't got anything else.
It's good, but it's like the same thing that all the other gold paladin strides do. It's like you have like 3 strides that all call something, and that's all they do.
Here I am, a Shadow Paladin player, complaining about the cards we're getting. I'm sorry, you Gold Paladin players have it rough, man.
Well, they're getting some better stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
They're getting some stuff. at
Sooner or
least.
later, it's at 7.
Nightrose.
But for now, the card we rate it what?
I guess I'll give it a 6 out of 10 because it's good. It's just not
okay,
what you
yeah.
want. You don't want you don't need that type of card, but it's like decent of a card.
I'd give it 5 out of 10.
I
That's
give it a
alright.
2 out of 10, guys. It's so underwhelming.
No, it's like it's not like
It's better than what they
I
have.
mean,
it's not a great card, but it's not
not
like
that bad.
And with the G-Zone expansion, you have to run it.
You don't
Okay,
have to.
so
It just isn't that
it's
good.
like a slight improvement on the deck, but it's not like
It's gonna
anything
be
they
good.
wanted.
But you're gonna do a GB1, right?
Well, yeah, it's just you call it.
See,
that.
like you can do a GB1, and then you can go into Spear Cross the next turn and call 3 things.
It's
I
gonna
think
make
it's...
it seem
It's
good.
like
no, you
the
call
best-
2 things with Spear Cross.
No, because
Right.
you flip over Spear Cross, so you have 3 things.
Okay, sure,
So you call 3 things.
sure.
Which is, it's okay, like, it's better than their first stride they have now.
You say so. Anyways, next card. That's Genesis, I believe. The card name is Beast Slayer. Military Deity Tier. It's a Genesis unit.
It's a dude.
Yeah. Soul Blast 3, act once per turn. Look at the top card of your deck. Put it top or bottom, and this unit gets, when your drive check reveals a grade 1 or greater card, you may soul charge 3.
I think it's
Plus 10,000.
not very good.
Okay.
Like, it's okay, it's just they don't need it. Like, that's not something that they, like, really needed.
Would you
Like,
rate
you
it?
get to check and put it on the top, and it's a first stride, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Well, like, you check 1, and you choose whether you put it on top or you put it on bottom, right?
Yeah.
Which is, like, it's okay.
Oh wait, sorry. Can you repeat the card?
You check, like,
Like,
is it like counterblast? Flip over a copy of
God.
something, check the top one, and put it on top or bottom.
is it
And
OCG
then-
card?
It's a Genesis
What?
card.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
And
very
then
rare
if
card.
you drive check a grade 1 or
You soul
greater,
charge 3.
grade 1 or grade 1 or greater?
Grade 1 or greater.
Grade 1 or
Soul
greater,
charge
you get
3.
the soul charge 3. I don't think it's
is
very
it
good.
a? You can go to first.
Yep.
You don't have to flip anything, it just does it.
It's not better than
I got the thing to working on.
It's not better than the what's his name? Soul Blast 3 give 2 units 5k power.
And then if it, whatchamacallit, if you don't have whatever soul.
He's like mediocre.
Yeah, it's like
I would
for a
4 out
value
of
soul.
10.
No,
It's an okay card. It's just that it's not like that good.
It's nothing better than what they already have.
Yeah.
I would give it a 3.
Okay. So for the next card, we have a card.
Wait, sorry. We're gonna give 10k power here instead, not
Sure.
Flame Emperor Dragon King.
16.
Air Resist Dragon. So it's a auto Soul Blast 1. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your opponent's units and retire all of your opponent's rear guards in the same row as that unit. So in other words, when it hits Soul Blast 1,
Wait, is it
retire
actually
a row.
row?
Yeah, it is row.
I think that card's better than Vortex.
Really? I disagree.
I think it's better than Vortex.
I disagree.
Why isn't it better than Vortex?
Because Vortex, you flip something. And it's auto GB2 for Legend.
I guess. I don't think Legend's a good card, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, fair enough. I can't disagree with that. It's an okay
9.
card. Taylor, thoughts?
Sorry, can you
When it hits Soul Blast 1, retire row.
as
Cog row unit.
I think it's better than...
entire row?
Yeah.
Don't they already
Entire-
have something like that?
No.
No, row, not column. Root Flare is column. Thing is row.
Well, it has to hit though, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Soul Blast 1.
No, but don't they have that first try? Like if it hits, it retires 2 units.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Vortex
2
does
to
that.
3. Vortex.
Isn't it just that just better?
Exactly.
No, this is better, isn't it?
Wait, what?
No,
like
that's
the same.
debatable. So you can just play and I'll just...
Vortex costs Counterblast 1 whether you hit or
It
not,
does
right?
not cost
No, it
Oh,
just
it
flips
doesn't
over
cost
anything.
anything.
It flips over
Oh.
anything and just retires 2 if it hits, right? Isn't that
2
better?
to 3. 2 to 3.
Yeah, isn't that just better?
This thing retires 3 if it hits. Like,
No, if your opponent has a row.
oh yeah, if you
it
don't
kills
have a
row.
back row, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't like. It's almost the same. Does it cost countless?
Nope. Soul Blast 1.
Do you need soul and
Yes,
Kagura?
you do.
I would never
Legend
run.
and Burnout.
I just wouldn't run it, right? I just wouldn't run it.
Maybe I
Okay.
thought about it and then it's like, no, I think
It's
about
not.
it,
It's,
no.
you just run the other card, right? I did like 3 out of 10, 2 out of 10. I don't know.
Really, I think
I
for
like the
other,
concept.
I think for other Kagura decks, it's probably
I
better
like
than
the
Vortex.
concept. I just don't like it. That's
Why
all.
is it better?
Huh?
It's like almost the same thing.
It's just nice.
It's like
Are
practically
all
the same thing.
Kagura, are all Kagura grade 3s for Flame Dragons?
They should be. A lot of the cards. That you
Okay,
should
so
be
if you're not running a Flame Dragon grade 3, then it's like I would give it like a 7 out of 10. But if it in the deck, if you
Well,
you
like-
have the Flame Dragons, then I would just never run.
Like,
it.
I still think it's a solid card. Like, I don't think it's bad.
Yeah,
Like
just
it's no,
there's
it's not a
better
bad card. It's
options.
just like in the context of what you run in Kagura, I don't think it's good because like there's just something better already.
Well, like, if they have 3 in the back row, you can stride this. If they don't have 3 in the back row,
Yes,
you can
and then
stride
it
the other
doesn't hit,
thing.
and then it does nothing.
Well, I mean, if the other one doesn't hit, it does nothing either. Then it flips something.
Yeah.
I just don't. Okay, so it's like it's an okay card. It's just
Like,
that
I think
don't
you still
think
run
it's
it as a 1-of because of G-Zone expansion.
Maybe. Maybe not.
That's
debatable.
I don't know.
I would run 4
I don't know
Ace
about
and
that.
4 Novell and like 2.
I don't think you. I don't think so.
2 Vortex?
Yeah, not 2 Vortex, but sure.
Why don't you go 1 Vortex, 1 of that?
No, 1 guaranteed Mustafa. And or Sabriz.
Oh, okay.
So I think that
Actually, no,
I'm
no,
not a Kagura player.
I think you would just if you can use the other stride, I would just never run it basically.
Okay.
So if you can run the other stride, then run it, and then if not, then this card is good.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Cool.
It-
Cool.
If you're not running a like Overlord deck or something, then I would
Flame
give it
Dragon.
like a 7 out of 10, I
guarded
guess.
that, by the way.
Huh?
I
Yeah.
guarded that, by the way.
Yeah, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10 or something. If assuming you're not running Overlord.
I'll just give it a 5 out of 10, just as a pretty solid card.
Okay, fair enough. Next one is Rakudo Stealth Dragon Gonrakin.
Have a face up.
Nubatama.
Hey! What a
So,
concept.
it's a triple rare. When
Hollow.
this unit is
Well-
placed on your Vanguard circle, your opponent chooses 2 of his or her rear guards and binds all of his or her cards. Wait, what? Okay. So your opponent chooses 2 of his or her rear guards, binds the rest, and then if 3 or more cards were bound, your opponent chooses 2 cards from his or her bind zone, puts them to the drop zone. At the end of the turn, all of his bound cards go back to his hand.
Is it is it GB2 or no?
No. It's first stride, possible.
Kicks out this.
You're right.
Okay, so I don't think it's. I think if you're getting aggroed, then it's good. And then if your opponent called 5 units to the field, then it's good. And then if you're not getting aggroed, then you just go into the on-hit discard.
Yeah, because like if they just have 2 rear guards, which generally they do have if they're going from grade 2 to grade 3.
I think it's like, it's decent. It's like not.
You're still gonna play it.
It's not terrible because they don't have like exactly that type of effect. So I think it's pretty good.
I would give it like a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I think it's like pretty good. It's just not like amazing.
Okay, I agree.
Because
you bind it, the cards, so they can't intercept, and then they get. They also get skills. You can activate after image. The only problem is they get their on-call skills back.
This is how big is it? This is,
yes.
let's see, 16. Then
next card.
8, so 24.
Destruction Tyrant Grotto Gigan.
Okay.
Tachi Kaze.
10-5 to guard.
No top.
Then no. 2.
Okay. So in Gorge, when this unit attacks, you can retire 1 or more of your other rear guards, and if you do, it becomes engorged.
I'm gonna kill that thing.
When this unit becomes engorged, it gets plus 5k power for each of the unit that was retired. Due to this specific engorge ability, the number of units retired during this effect is 3 or more. You draw a card. So yeah, that's a card. I greatly dislike this card.
I don't think it's very
Sorry, it does what?
So you can engorge, right?
Yeah.
And then it gets plus 5k power for each amount that you engorge.
Yeah.
If you engorge 3 or more, you draw a card.
Engorge is like when you set something to be retired, right?
Yeah, you retire your own things with this specific engorge effect.
Cards in hand.
7.
7? Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, no, okay, so I give it a 3.
Yeah, I'd also give it a 3.
Yeah, it's not that good. Honestly, it's okay. Because you have the on-stride effect, but it's still not that good. So yeah.
Choose 4 cards, Taylor.
Just give 1.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, we've been doing this.
We haven't been playing that quickly.
I understand.
We've been like doing other things.
Our next card is a Murakumo card. Ambush Demon Stealth Dragon Onibi Blader.
Murakumo sucks.
Hey. We love Murakumo. At least 2 of us do.
Murakumo!
Yep. So anyways, it's an auto skill. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, choose up to 1 card from your hand, call it to rearguard circle. Choose 1 of your rearguards until the end of turn.
How good are you?
Plus 2k power and... Oh, this unit can attack from
You're
the
not
back
that good?
No!
So yeah, basically, on placement, call a card from your hand to the rearguard circle. Choose 1 of your rearguards, it gets plus 2k power, and then it can attack from the back.
You don't get to clone anything?
No.
Oh, so it gives a rear... Call something from hand?
Yeah.
So just... I don't know.
I think... I have no idea what the Murakumo strides are, so...
Don't they have just a better first stride?
No, this card's a good card.
No,
yes,
I mean...
they do, but this card's just good.
I'm just gonna say it's a good card, but I don't know if Murakumo has anything better.
Okay. Personally, as a player who used to play Murakumo, it's a pretty good card. I personally would give it maybe like a 6 out of 10. Because it's an on-placement of the Vanguard skill to call a card from your hand.
Stand.
So you can use Yasui to call multiple things. And that specific unit that you call can talk from the back. So it's not a terrible card, it's pretty good.
We're dead.
It has its uses that you run in the Murakumo deck.
Like, it's alright, like... I don't know Murakumo too well, so I can't really say honestly. I would just give it like, yeah, it's a decent card, I'll give it 5.
Yeah, okay. 5 I agree. It's nothing broken, but it's a good card. For its own clan.
We're so dead.
Next for...
Get wrecked.
Oh, this bounces back, because it's yours.
Narukami, I know. Narukami triple rare. Thunderstrike 3. Thunderstrike is an ability where if your opponent has 3 or more bind zones, it's active. When it attacks the Vanguard, it gets power plus 10,000 and the skill auto counter blast 1. At the end of the battle, you may pay the cost. If you do, for every 2 cards in your opponent's bind zone, your opponent chooses 1 of his or her rear guards, retires it, and binds that card face up.
Oh, this is supposed to go back.
It's like, okay. Like...
Cut.
So in other words, Thunderstrike 3, it gets plus negative power, and then at the end of the battle you counterblast 1. You bind, for every 2 cards in your opponent's bind zone, your opponent chooses one of his or rear guards and binds it.
Retires it.
Retires and then binds, same thing.
For every how many?
2.
Um,
It's Thunderstrike 3, so it's guaranteed 1.
it's pretty good, right?
Like, I mean,
Mediocre.
my biggest problem is...
Wait, they have another way to retire. They have other ways to retire
Yes.
stuff, though,
My
right?
biggest
Fine.
problem is that it's at end of the turn, so
End
like...
of the battle.
end of the battle, so you can just intercept.
Yeah.
So like, it doesn't do that much.
You won't intercept, but sure.
Huh?
This card itself is 31k, 36k, so you're probably not going to intercept.
Why would they just not give them the effect?
I disagree, that's kind of bad. You might as well
It's like,
just,
it's just, I don't know.
you might as well just let it have it.
It's not better than what they have now.
Yeah,
16.
I agree. They have, what is his name? Voltage, which is arguably a better conquest.
Yep.
For this card, I'd rate it. I rate it heavily, so maybe like 4 out of 10. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
okay, it's just not as good as the cards they have now.
I agree.
That's true.
It's a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, like they have 4 conquest and then 4 voltage.
Maybe a 5
Voltage.
if you're being generous. But
Yeah, it's an okay card. I'm not a Narukami player to be fair, so I don't know for sure, but it's okay. Anyways, next one is D-Police Super Cosmic Hero X Phoenix. Counterblast 1 at the end of the battle. This unit attacked a Vanguard. If this specific unit is 35k or greater, and the attack did not hit, you may pay the cost, which is Counterblast 1, and you draw a card.
So if it doesn't hit, draw a card.
Yes,
Counterblast 1.
as long as your thing is 35k.
It's not better than just the try that calls out to a grade 3 and a grade 2, right?
Nope.
It's okay.
Grade 2 is D-Robo
It's okay, right?
I think D-Police just have like 3 things that are better than that you'd even consider running it.
So it's like, it's not bad, but it's not good.
It's like a budget card.
I give it like 4 out of 10.
Wow, you're very generous. I give it a 2 out of 10 because it's like compensation for not hitting with Laurel. Like, and it's kind of less.
Does it have to hit attack a Vanguard?
Huh?
Does it have to attack a Vanguard?
Yes, it does have to attack a Vanguard.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, the card's
Never mind.
super
2 out of
bad.
10.
Yeah, 2 out of
Sorry.
10.
If it didn't have to attack a Vanguard, then maybe.
Yeah, and then it has to have the 35 or greater
Yeah,
power,
it's
which
just
isn't that hard.
Pretty garbo.
Yeah, not the best. Not very good.
Crit boost.
Next one is Spike Brothers
Like good Brothers.
Super Heavy Tank Tiger Centurion. That's a cool name.
Super heavy cyber.
He's super heavy. Counterblast 1, once per turn. Choose any of your rear guards with charge ability.
29
They
with
become
crit.
charging until the end of the turn.
25.
Choose up to
29.
5 of your rear guards other than those chosen with this effect, and they get power plus 2,000. Oh, interesting.
Played. It didn't stand.
So personally, not knowing Spike Brothers too much, I like this card because all the rear guards that have charge but don't have charge, you give it to them, and then the cards that don't get charge or don't have it, they get plus 2k power. So it kind of helps you because Spike Brothers had a problem where your cards that are called from your hand aren't charging, but now that they can get charge if you have to if you have to call things, you can't just call things from the deck. They can still get charged. So
I don't know Spike Brothers.
I'll just agree with
actually
you, dude.
rate that.
yeah, I mean generally it's not like the best, but it's if you're a worst case scenario, it's okay to have.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I personally believe.
So like 5 out of 10?
Yeah, I guess so. 5, 4. You probably wouldn't go into this too much unless some things are going wrong.
You don't
Yeah.
want to go into it, but it's nice to have a backup
Yeah, it's
plan
nice to have something to work with.
if you're like losing.
Just
Yeah.
a possibility.
Like 2k power isn't too much, but it's okay.
It's the same thing with like the Shadow Paladin one, right?
Oh, I think the Shadow Palm thing is a lot worse, but yeah.
I mean,
Counterblast
it's
three, Counterblast three?
the same concept.
I guess so.
The only thing it's
It
is
unflips
the
too,
Shadow
it's
Paladin
like-
one is nice if you're against a deck that has problems getting extra rear guards.
Remember, it
I mean,
unflips too, and
if you
Soul
just blow up
Charges
everything
too,
and they
it's
can't
pretty
push
good.
back, then it's like okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
The Shadow Paladin thing, like,
I think
unflips too and Soul Charges too if you retire.
At the end, right?
Yeah, like cumulatively.
Yeah, that's
It doesn't-
still-
it doesn't-
You have to
does it
actually
draw
get it
cards?
first.
or does it give you any cards back?
Yeah, you draw 2 cards. And
Yeah,
you
okay,
unflip two and
so-
Soul Charge too.
Yeah,
It's
but you have to counterblast 3 in the first place.
that's retire
it's kind of
6,
a lot.
right?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
It does count whatchamacall though for like the initial effect. So like if you retire like David, it counts as 2.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
It does not because That's not a cost. Okay, so by the way, for the just to reaffirm for the Shadow Paladin one, if you use David and Sharon, it doesn't count as 2 because it's not a cost that's being
Doesn't it say retire 6 or does it say retire 5?
I think it's 6. But regardless, like
then how does he even activate that?
like because David makes it so you kill 2. So the thought of it is if you kill David, they kill 2 and you kill 1, right? But David and Sharon needs to be retired as a cost, and that's not a cost.
So then how do you... It said to retire 6 to activate the effect, right?
Yeah, so 3 and 3 or something.
Oh, like
It's
6
both.
of every... I thought you meant like 6 of your own
Times
units.
cost, yeah. Wait, didn't we...
No,
establish this one
Charon
first?
isn't cost. It's regarded.
When you're retiring your rear guards for the cost of your unit's ability.
Oh, never mind. Okay, I'm done.
So you want to retire like 3 then, right?
Yeah, 3 or more. Yeah, whatever. For the thingy, the skill.
So if you retire 3 of your units and your opponent has 3 units, then you like lose
Get
3,
that
draw
whatever
2
effect.
back. That's actually not that bad, right? That's pretty...
still pretty bad. It's not a card you normally use.
It's like if you're really behind on board.
No,
Yeah,
it's
you
like
still
more
lose
like
3.
it's more like if your opponent's board is important and you just blow it up.
Well, no, you draw 2 cards, so you lose 1.
I guess so. Let me just go back. Still, I still don't think it's a good card. You should play.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Can you read me the exact effect?
Sure.
Like just word for word.
I will get it. We'll just go back. Regardless, I think the Spike Brothers one is a pretty decent card. Anyways, so you counterblast 3, soul blast 3. Flip anything.
1 and countercharge 1. Okay.
Yeah, it's so you choose anything.
Yeah, you draw 2.
Retire them. Your opponent chooses the same number, retires them. And then if the total number retired was 6 or more, by this effect, you draw 2 cards, countercharge 1, soul charge 1. It gets plus 20k power until the end of turn.
Okay, the power's not that not that
important.
relevant. But so if you retire 6, then it costs like 2 counterblasts and 2 soul basically.
Yeah.
Just saying. Playing
And then you draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
Wait,
But
is it an act?
Soul charge is very hard.
Is it an act?
To do. It is an act.
It is an act.
Soul blasting is very hard to get in Shadow Paladin
It is.
because of Dark
Yeah.
Heart and Spectral.
It's not that. It's still not that good. It's just
Organizer.
that it's like.
It's okay.
It's like okay.
It's still a 1 of regardless.
Yeah.
It's probably not very good in like Abyss, but it's better in like.
I think you still
regular
run
stuff.
it.
Yeah,
I think you
it's
still
okay.
run it either
I think
way.
you play it in like Diablo.
Yeah, Diablo or something random.
No, but I think even Rangers, I think you just run it as an option.
It's just
One
one
of.
of.
Yeah.
Like if they
One of
have 2,
isn't terrible.
if they have 2 broken hearts on
It's
the
like
field, then probably
it's not a good effect, but it's like a it's a pretty large effect,
The
right?
Dooms can miss.
Yeah, but you have a bit Blast of Dark Avenger.
Oh yeah, you can go to it first, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
If you have 3 counter blasts.
Yeah, you don't really want 3 counterblasts.
Yeah, when on your first try.
You have soul charge 3. How do you get 3 soul?
Huh?
You don't.
You don't.
Oh yeah, that's like
That's a pretty big
impossible unless you're running the draw
no,
trigger.
unless you just Legion and then ride. Then you have soul.
No,
Or
I
draw
mean
trigger,
on your like so if you're not going out of your way by like riding
Yeah,
extra
then
times,
it's
then
not
it's like
very easy.
impossible.
Unless you run optimal cards. Besides the draw trigger.
Yeah, okay, you almost never can go into it on the first one,
Yeah.
basically.
Anyways, Dark Irregulars. Rebellious Retainer of the Fresh Blood, Frederick. Interesting card for a Dark Irregular. Frederick. Choose a card from your hand, put it into the soul. This unit gets plus 1000 power for each card in your soul until the end of turn. If the sum of power is increased with this effect is 10,000 or more, until the end turn, all of the front row rear guards get power plus 5,000, and this ability cannot be activated. Interesting.
Oh, because you can activate it multiple times a turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until
So-
you get 10 soul, I'm pretty sure.
So
But
it's,
you soul charge from your hand.
yeah, is it a first ride?
It is a first strike.
I
It's
think
a
it's
very interesting
I don't
card.
think it's better than their first strat already though.
No, but it's like a decent mid-game option if you want to make
kinda
sure
like
you
this
do.
card.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
Okay.
I don't know if it's broken compared to like it's not Gillis the.
They don't have that many other good mid-game options though, right?
Yeah, so it's pretty good.
I think it's like pretty good.
Yeah.
I give it like a 7 out of 10.
So
Okay.
It's not like amazing, but it's pretty good.
Next one is the most expensive triple rare in this set for ideals in terms of ideal 808 pre-orders. This is the Bermuda one. It looks really nice. Lucky Rise Elprina. I believe the reason why this card is expensive is because it's looks nice and it's Bermuda. So it's an act effect. Once returned, Soul Blast 1. Choose up to 2 of your rear guards and return them to your hand.
I think it's good
think
because
it's good.
they already
an
have
act,
one
yeah,
that does
you're
it, but it's not an act. It's like just you have to activate it when you stride into it.
I don't think it's very broken though. But
No, so it's like
it's okay.
it's like I would say it like the same thing as the Angel Feather card, where it's a slight upgrade that wasn't like super important, but it's better than what they already had.
I mean, sometimes your
Skip.
first stride just didn't do
Smell
anything,
too.
right?
What would you give the rating?
16.
I would give it like a 6.
Yeah.
Okay,
16.
that's fair.
You and your rush.
Oh no. I'm
It's okay.
sorry. Is that good?
Sorry about that, guys.
Alright.
Our next card is Aqua Force, Marine General of Heavenly Silk Christos. That's interesting. The name is interesting because I think Lambro says that too.
Effect?
Yes.
Anyways,
Thanks,
what it
Ryan.
does,
Good,
Wave.
Good play.
first time only. That's very interesting. Counterblast 1, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, until the end turn, all of your rear guards in your front row gets power plus 2000.
Find the circle.
And wave 3rd or 4th time only, when this unit attack hits a Vanguard, draw a card. Thoughts?
So wait, you want to attack with it?
You attack with this one first.
Really?
And then counterblast 1, when it attacks, all your rear guards get plus 2k in the front row. And then wave 3rd or 4th time only. So in other words, the second one doesn't work. When it hits, you draw a card.
No, you can have the ones that attack from the back row.
Oh wait, so
you're right.
So your
That's
rear
it.
guard, when your rear guards attack and they hit, you draw a card?
3rd or 4th battle only.
So whatever
this is
units
like-
attack 3rd and 4th, draw a card if it hits.
Yeah.
I think this is pretty
Find
good in
out.
ripples.
It's interesting.
Ripples, sure, yeah. No,
I don't know.
You don't think so?
no, because ripples don't normally go 4th battle.
Oh, they don't.
Not normally. Unless it's G ripples.
Okay, I don't know a lot about this.
I think it's okay. It's pretty solid effect. I would give it like maybe a 5 out of 10.
Okay, personally, I don't know, like, I think it's awkward because you have to attack with it first, and then you have to 3rd or 4th it gets the on-hit draw. But normally you take the first attack,
Did you activate it?
and
No.
the second attack, and 3rd or 4th are like meh, but the power plus 2000 isn't that bad.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a cool card.
Crit boost.
The art looks
Shield
nice-ish. So yeah.
16.
Our last triple rare for this set is Wild Strike Mutant Deity Struggle Dipper. It's a
19.
Mega Colony unit, if you didn't get it already.
Go.
Counterblast 1 once per turn, choose anything, turn it face up. Choose 3 of your units, they get power plus 1000 for each of your opponent's units that are in rest until the end of turn. So, yeah.
It's okay.
Power plus 1000 for each rested unit.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
What did
I
you-
would expect like an average of like 3 units generally.
Yeah.
So if it gives 6k power to like a lane, which makes it 22, that's pretty decent, right?
6k if they're in Legion, but yes.
Huh?
Right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. That's
What?
stupid. No, you're right. 7 if they're in Legion, but yeah.
I'm just assuming. Well, 7 isn't really much better than 6, right?
This is Mega
It's Mag Colony, yeah.
This is like better than the first stride, right?
No, it depends on what first
I like this because like Mega Colony has a lot of just.
Also, if your opponent has like 5 rear guards rested, then it's just like
It gets plus 5k power.
it gives each rear guard 5k power, right?
Three of your units plus 5k power.
Okay, so you can give the lane like 10k power, which is pretty nice.
I think this card is really good because like Mega Colony
Is it
just
an act?
has.
It's an act.
Okay, that's good.
Mega Colony has a lot of like on-hit strides, and then this one is like.
I mean, you only run 1, but yes.
Huh? No.
You Colin runs is bad, but you're gonna
Oh. I don't know.
You only run 1. I'm sorry. Actually, okay, sorry. It depends on what Mag Colony you play, but
I think,
machinings you don't run. You only run 1 on hit.
I don't know, I think just like giving 10k power and like 5k power to a lane, assuming they have 5 rear guards, is pretty nice.
You don't run it, but then you will run it because it's 16 G zone
Because like
Yeah,
they
for
perfect,
machinings.
they perfect guard the thing where like you can stun, or you can go into this and like they can perfect guard
Yeah.
this, and then your on-hit ones can actually.
I think
go
it's
through.
like slightly above average.
Yeah.
They won't. Yeah, it's good.
I give it like a 6 out of 10.
I agree.
Because it's like, it's not like OP or anything, but it's pretty good.
Okay.
attacking Vanguard.
Next, we're going into the G Guardian, so our double rares for the set.
2.
Hey.
Our first one
2. 2.
is Omniscience Dragon Hermithurs.
Nice. Nice.
It's HRIMTHURS, like Hermithurs.
Okay.
Sure.
That's great.
Anyways, it's Soul Blast 1 at the end of the battle that this... Wait, what? Oh, I'm sorry. This is the last triple rare. This is actually a stride. Soul Blast 1 at the end of the battle that this unit attacked the Vanguard. You may pay the cost, which is Soul Blast 1. If you do, choose one of your rear guards. It gets power plus 4,000 until the end of turn. Then you may have that unit get power plus 4,000 until the end of turn. If you do, at that I see. At the end of the turn, retire that unit. If the power of that chosen unit was 2,000 or greater, you draw a card. So in other words, after attack, you Soul Blast 1. Buff something by plus 4. Then, if you want to, you can make it plus 4 again. And it dies at the end. And then, if it's 2,000 or greater, you draw a card.
I think this card's good for Great Nature.
20,000 or greater?
20,000, yeah.
I think it's pretty good.
I think the art looks really nice. Yes.
Yeah,
it's a pretty good card. Okay.
I could see people playing it. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10.
6. A lot. I'd give it a 5 out of 10.
Well, something like
But I mean, I think it should be like a little bit more harsher depending on the card.
I guess like Great Nature has like some pretty good strides, right?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
The bird.
What bird? Oh, that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now we're on to G Guardian. Sorry about that. Our first one is a Royal Paladin G Guardian. Holy Dragon Laser Guard Dragon.
Sick.
Holy Dragon Laser Guard Dragon.
Well, we know it's a dragon.
And the race is Cosmo Dragon. If we didn't know that, 3 dragons. Okay.
3 dragons in one. It's like 9 dragons.
So if you guys didn't know what a G Guardian is, it's usable when both fighters' vanguards are at grade 3 or greater. And if the number of face-up G Guardians in your G zone is 3 or less, in order to do it, during your opponent's guard step, you discard a heal from your hand. And you meet those conditions. You call this card to your G or Guardian Circle face down, from face down. What this specific one does is, when it's placed on the Guardian Circle, if you have 1 or more grade 2 rear guards, it gets power plus 5,000. So Royal Paladin unit.
It's okay.
It's like about as good as the other ones that do a similar thing where it gets 5k shield. So it's like okay.
Easy to activate, skill-wise.
Generally, just because you're playing Royal Paladins, and by the sheer nature of Royal Paladins, having 2 grade 2s, or having 1 grade 2 isn't very hard.
Really? Compared to the other G Guardians, I guess.
I don't know if you'd rather just play the discard gain 10k shield over this.
Sometimes you don't want to discard. I think you play it.
No,
I just think it's like just a okay G Guardian. It's not like some of the other ones where it's like the activation you don't really want to activate it because it's kind of easy to do, right?
I'd say you play like 2 of this.
Yeah, it's not like amazing, but it's not terrible either. So I give it like a 5 out of 10.
Same.
Okay. I think normally for cards that's like this with easy to activate G Guardians that gets plus 5,000 power. Personally, I run 1 of it, 1 of the Screw, and like 2 of the Resist unit one because that's a really good card.
Screw is what was Screw again?
Screw is the 10k.
Discarding
gain
10k.
10k.
Okay.
Like I would just run 1 and then.
I think the moment like you get a clan specific one in another set, you just take this one out.
A lot of things out, yeah. But it's nice to have like 1-ish. Depending on how many G Guardians you want to run though. People think you want to run 3, people think you want to run more than 3, that's up to you. More than 4. That's up to you. We should test it when it comes out. Anyways.
21.
Next one is an OTT one. Sunrise on High. Interesting. Godhawk Ichibayoshi.
21.
So this card is cool because it's a grade 0 turn grade 4.
Go ahead.
What it does is, when this unit is placed on the Guardian Circle, if the number of cards in your hand is 3 or more, it gets plus 5,000 power.
Basically not a cost most of the time.
Generally, yes.
Card command?
It's a good card.
4.
It's pretty easy to activate.
I think it's slightly better, so I give it like a 6 out of 10. It's slightly better than the Royal Paladin one, but not like considerably at all.
We're not gonna give it. Did you hollow this?
This is on the field already.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
We're not gonna give it to you back. You can have this back.
Okay.
Would you rate it?
Huh? Which one? The Oracle?
Yeah.
It's super easy to pull off. I'd give it like a... Again, like these ones aren't very impressive, but like just by the sheer... Like, it's just super easy to pull off. I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Hard part is like, it's good when you're like winning or going
Well,
even.
3 isn't
but-
exactly winning with 3 cards in hand.
Yeah.
No, isn't it
Good
four?
when you have cards, it's 3.
No, it's
Yeah, 3,
no,
3 is
yeah,
really
no.
easy to
yeah,
do.
No, it's super
it's
easy.
like almost nothing.
Yeah. So for our next one, we have
if it was
Holy
like 5, then that would be kind of
Yeah.
difficult. But it's like 3 is like nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, it's, I guess yeah. Holy Seraph
Cards in hand?
Orifiel,
One.
Angel Feather. It's a continuous G
So we
Guardian.
have the same, right?
If the number of cards in your damage zone is
So
4
then only
more,
this works,
this
right?
card gets plus 5,000 shield.
They're the same.
Yeah.
Interesting continuous skill. So basically, if you're at Limit Break 4,
So
not
discard.
including the Limit Break Enabler, it gets plus 5,000 shield. As an Angel
If you're-
Feather.
Wait,
Oh,
no. I activate this one first. Oh wait, no, is it less?
It's less, right?
I hate this card.
Yes. So we're even, so I lose
Yeah.
one.
Swing it record.
Sure.
Yeah, you have to Nightrose it back.
I want a Nightrose
So,
back.
for this
Sure,
card,
burn counter was.
it's okay, but normally you don't want to be at Limit Break 4 for Angel Feather because you heal a lot and stuff. So it's not that good, not
Yeah,
very
no.
impressive.
Other Ninja Guardian's just better.
Yeah, but we don't know it yet technically, right? Or we do
I
know
don't
it,
think
but-
it's that, like, you don't want, it's like okay, I give it like 4 out of 10.
Yeah,
it's
I'd give it 4 out
like,
of
you
10.
don't really want to be at 4 damage.
mediocre.
It's meh.
Like, you play it, but, like, you play it for a short time until the new one comes out.
You play it because you don't have anything else, basically.
Yeah, I would, like, you might only run 1, honestly,
I agree.
because the,
Yeah.
1 to 0.
yeah, 1 to 0. It's not actually, like, maybe like 3 out of 10.
So this next card is a Shadow Paladin one, Dark Knight Ludwig. You can see it here because our friend picked up Japanese one. Shoutouts to David Jang if you're watching this video. Thanks. Anyways,
Thanks, friend.
yeah, we also got the Angel Feather one and the Cargo one and the Neo Nectar one, but we don't have it on us. Anyways, this specific G Guardian, what it does is, when this unit is placed on the Guardian Circle, choose one of your grade 1 or less rear guards. You may move it to the Guardian Circle. So our Shadow Paladin
16.
here, player here.
I'm debating
nice.
about even running 1.
So it's a pretty bad card.
Wait, sorry, you repeat what it does?
So
It's the Shadow Paladin one.
you choose a grade 1 or less card from your rear guard and move it to the Guardian Circle.
It's like it's not even situationally good because you can just guard Tom.
The
with
only
G Guardian.
reason to run this is if you're running the original Perfect Guards and you do not have the new ones. Like, if you can't afford the
But
unflipper
then
Perfect
you're
Guards,
like-
then you can run
Still
this.
mine's same.
And then you still don't want to call Perfect Guards to the rear guard, so
Well, think about it.
And
You have
they
to
can
have a
play around
perfect guard. You have to have a perfect guard on the rear guard. You have to discard a heal, which is 1 card. Then you have to call that, so you lose a rear guard. So that's already you've neg
yeah, no,
1.
like it's like
And
a
then you have
neg,
to
it's like a
discard
neg,
another card.
it's like a neg 3
Yeah,
for a
it's
Perfect Guard.
ridiculous. It's so
And
bad.
So-
you have to hope they don't kill it.
So I would give it a.
And
1
you
out
have to
of-
not run unflipping perfect guards, which are so important in Shadow Paladins right now.
1
Unless
out
you're
of 10.
playing Diablo, but then why are you running Revenger? It's so bad. I'm
1 out of 10.
I don't think I'm playing it, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think you play it. I think you would. I would play the Cray Elementals, like all of them. First.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
How big?
10k guard.
Good
I
stuff.
hate you. He rushed me at the beginning, like he called just the full field on turn 2.
Oh, he was on a Perfect Guard, and I had the. So you know the
The after image one?
11k one. Or no, he was on a Perfect Guard, but I had the 11k attack. There's only 2 of them. I had 2 of the 11k attackers on the field.
My
That
hand
is
was
the after
like,
image one, right?
I
he's right in
guess-
my hand
no,
from, like
it's-
turn
it's-
1, so it's just he's been slowly killing me.
It's not very slowly. It's more like kind of quickly.
Yeah, I guess.
So the next one we have is a Gold
I'm just
Paladin.
gonna take this by the way.
Sacred Heaven Prayer Master Rhea. What it does is, when you place on G Guardian, if you have 2 or more rear guards, it gets plus 5,000 shield.
It's like worse than the Royal Paladin one.
Yeah.
If you have 2, what?
2 or more rear guards.
It works off of grade 1s, and you should generally have more grade 1s
Gold
than
Paladin,
grade
right?
2s on
Yeah.
field.
I would rate it about the same.
Yeah, I mean they're
It's not hard to do. It's like
It's a little bit
okay.
different.
generally easy to pull off, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
It's not
5 out of
terrible.
10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not too much to say about this card.
Yep.
Next one is
Critical
Genesis.
boost.
Yep.
Boost.
Yep.
Goddess of 7 colors Iris. The name stays true to its art.
I'm gonna switch.
What it does
I'm gonna
is,
switch backs.
when this unit is placed on the Guardian Circle,
This
choose
is a really hard matchup, by the way. I hate this matchup. He just rushes you and you can't do anything.
Yeah, it's kind of
Because
You wanna know why I rushed you? Is because I didn't have any grade 3s in hand.
I had 3 grade 3s in hand and you started rushing me and I'm like, no, not like this. Not like this.
Sorry, what? Sorry,
So,
what?
Genesis G Guardian. When this unit is placed on the G Guardian Circle, choose up to 3 cards from your drop zone, put them into your soul. If 3 cards were put, it gets plus 5,000 shield.
This is like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yep,
It,
don't disagree.
It's just, like, it's not hard to activate, it's like just a beneficial effect is the condition.
I don't know why.
No, it's fine.
I think it's like a beneficial effect and it's not really a cost.
Yeah, it's really good.
Like you should have 3 drop zone easily.
Maybe not like
You're
first
not
turn,
even-
but it doesn't matter.
No, so you can by discarding a
It's
heal
one,
trigger that's
exactly.
already won, and like you want cards in soul, so it's just good overall.
Yeah.
Like, you're not even soul charging from deck, so you're not even getting closer to like decking out.
Yeah, I mean not that that's a big deal,
And
right?
you lose like nothing.
Decking out isn't a big deal anymore in Genesis because of the
It
standard.
isn't, but it's just a thing to consider, right?
Yeah. Well, I would say it's like it depends, like because soul charging from deck can be good or bad depending on what's on the top, right? So it's kind of just like a 50-50 depending if it's good or not.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play this second.
But like, it's definitely really good.
We'll switch.
Okay.
I would argue it's like that could be a 9 out of 10.
I don't know, guys. What do you want to see me play? Shadow Paladins or Oracle Think Tank?
It can't-
5, 4, 3, 2. Shadow Paladins. Okay, got it, guys. Good voting.
So bad.
I voted for Nubatama.
Yeah.
Well, your opinion doesn't matter.
Oh.
We asked them, not you.
Okay, guy who went 0-2.
I'm part of them, right?
Don't listen to this guy. He went 0-2.
It's a hard matchup.
I'll show you every play over time. I got this.
Okay. Somebody else is gonna step into.
Okay, cool.
He's on tilt.
For our next one, we have Flame Emperor Dragon King, Asile Orb Dragon. So cargo unit, that's what it does is it gets plus 5,000 shield if your opponent has 4 or less rear guards.
4 or less.
Yep.
Oh,
It's-
so they just have to be missing.
I think it's a little bit worse because it's not like it's entirely dependent on your opponent's deck. I think because like some decks generally call 5 units and some don't. So it's like I think it'll activate about half of the time.
I'll give it a 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10.
No, I think it's like I
Yeah,
give
2 out of 10.
It's not that bad.
I give it like
It's
a
not Ludwig bad.
I give it a 3 out of 10.
I give it okay.
It's so easy to play around.
I like this.
No,
okay.
no, but like if you force like the thing is you force them to commit to the board if they want
Yeah,
to
that's
stop
why.
this.
That's
so,
what I like this card. This is why I like this card.
So like I think it could be a 4 out of 10. I don't think it's a 5 out of 10 because it's like your opponent can control what if it activates or not, which isn't good.
Like, okay, well, personally, I give it like a 6 out of 10. 6 to 7, because as a cargo player, I like it when they commit to the board, because I can pop more things if I want it.
No,
or
but
choose to.
the biggest weakness is like
I thought it was a Narukami card.
No, it's cargo card. I mean,
Okay.
Narukami's better.
It's the same thing,
No,
right?
I don't think it's better.
It's- I think it's the same
Narukami
idea.
can kill more stuff.
Huh?
It's the same idea, but Narukami can
Yeah, I
kill
think
more
it's the same
stuff.
idea. Except Narukami attacks more things than Kagura does.
Yes, generally, yeah.
No, but I think that the only problem is if you want to actually like if you
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
need that extra 5k shield, then your opponent can stop you from doing that, which
yeah,
is really bad.
But, like, sometimes you just can't control it, right? So it's fine. You know what I mean? Like,
no, yeah, that's why you
actually know
don't
if
want
you need it yet.
No, yeah, but it's just you
Generally.
don't want a card that like your opponent can manipulate to make it worse depending on
Yeah,
the situation,
you're right.
which is I don't like.
I just like how you make them commit to the board. So, like, even if they commit to the board and you don't get the +5,
No, but I feel like
it's
the
kind
only
of nice to have still.
So, I would only commit 5 to the board if I expected you to die, which would just make it worse. I wouldn't because I wouldn't care about it if you weren't close to dying. I wouldn't like try
Wouldn't
to
call 5?
I wouldn't call or
I
if
think a
I wouldn't
better
if that's
practice,
not something my deck already did, then I wouldn't try to force it to do
Yeah.
that. But if you were about to die, then I would just do it, and then you might need the 5k shield, and you wouldn't have it.
That's true, yeah.
So I think like you can play around it, which is why it's a
Why
little
it's
bit
not
worse.
that good.
But it doesn't matter because the new cargo coming out is way better.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, it just doesn't matter anyway.
It doesn't matter. If you guys didn't know what it does, it's a really good cargo G Guardian. It's a double rare. When you're
it retires an attacking rear guard.
Yes, basically for Counterblast 1.
Which is ridiculous.
So it's a perfect guard for rear guards.
And it kills them.
And it kills it, so it kills stands.
That's like close to the lines I thought it was going to be. I actually just thought it was going to be Counterblast 1 retire anything.
I think it's the best G Guardian, like, at all.
Yeah, it's so
in
far
the
it's
game
really good.
Right now.
Oh wait, were you talking about like
the new cargo one? I think is the best G Guardian in the game.
Oh no, Kaden was shaking his head because he thought it was going to be the one that I made.
I love that. Nah, it's really bad. Okay, anyways, for next one, this card is a really cool name. Jinx Stealth Hermit Abuda Taishi.
Abuda Taishi.
Yeah, it's a Nubatama card. Nice Nubatama. When this unit is placed on the Guardian Circle, if the number of cards in your opponent's hand is 6 or less, this unit gets plus 5,000 shield.
Well, Tyler, do you want to join in our game of rating these cards?
Less.
No.
6 or less.
I think it's not. Actually, you know, that's not actually that difficult to activate, but it's a little bit harder than some of the other ones, so I would give it like a 4 out of 10. It's like, I would expect it.
One?
Huh?
Would you give the cargo one? I think it's
3
a
out of
lot
10.
worse than. I give it a 2 out of 10 then. I think it's a lot worse than the cargo one.
No, like, so if you think about it, you do it before when they're attacking with their grade 3 Vanguard or Stride or whatever, right? So
sometimes.
I would expect most of the time, or like against except against a couple decks, then most decks will not have like over 6 cards before they attack with their Vanguard.
But you don't normally want a G Guard.
The question is, can it actually lose?
Okay, maybe you're right. Okay, I'll give it a 3 out of 10, but like I don't think it's terrible.
Can it lose the 5k shield? Can it lose the 5k shield after they drive check?
No.
As soon as this unit is placed.
So before they attack with their after they've called everything, but before they attack or before they drive check, if they need to have 7 cards.
Or no, it's just whenever this card is placed in the Guardian Circle, it does it. It checks.
Assuming you're guarding their Vanguard, then they need to have 7 cards after calling stuff before attacking, which I think isn't.
Well, it's a guard.
So against like a decent amount of decks, that'll activate most of the time. So
I mean,
3 out of 10. Yeah.
I give it 2 because you know it's 6 cards and normally you G Guard rear guards anyway.
Well, the thing is when the game starts when you're going towards the end of the game, it usually will activate because your opponent hopefully does not have 7 cards at the end of the game.
Yes,
if your opponent has that many cards, then you're in a really, really bad spot anyway.
You're playing Nubatama, so it doesn't matter. Because you cheese them, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But like, hopefully they don't have like that many cards in your hand, in their hand after that, right?
I'll give it like a 3 out of 10.
I think it's like a little bit like it's not the best, but it's okay.
Yeah, he's runs 2.
What if it was just like the you know the grade 0 Nubatama card that came out in set 1?
That's so bad. I bet that's what it's gonna be in like the stuff. G Guard, make them discard a card.
Yep.
Anyways, next card is Iron Armor Chancellor Dimmer Phalanx. This is a Tachikaze card. Continuous G Guardian if number.
Goose.
Oh, that's weird.
What?
Continuous G Guardian if the number of rear guards is less than or equal to the number of your opponent's rear guards, this unit gets plus 5,000 shield.
Oh, that's like not a cost at all.
I mean, yeah.
You're playing Tachikaze, so you should never have that many rear cards on the
field. It's kind of interesting that it's
You
continuous.
have to have less.
9.
So like, if your opponent has less rear guards than you, then they're not even pressuring you because you should have like
Or
2
equal to.
or 1
Yeah,
or
it's
0.
whatever. It's just an easy.
Pretty good, yeah.
I think it's like one of the easiest to activate.
Because like Deeply that we didn't get to, but yes.
Oh yeah,
Deeply
obviously.
is probably the easiest.
Yeah, but like this one should
goes
always
like-
activate,
I think
right?
it goes like Depolice, Oracle Think Tank, and then maybe this card. Actually, maybe
No,
Royal Paladins.
So you're playing you're playing Tachikaze. Like you should, if your opponent has less rear guards than you, then they have nothing.
When should you ever
basically.
have less than 3 cards in Oracle Think Tanks?
When you. are dying.
So when you're really dying, like if you're running out of cards and you're guarding, then you could run out. But this thing, if your opponent somehow has less rear guards than you and you're playing Tachikaze, then
You're
they have
winning the
nothing on the
game
field
somehow.
basically, right?
Yeah.
Because you should have like 0 cards or like 1 to 2 cards at most. So
9 Vanguard. 14.
I think it's like 7 out of 10.
I agree. Maybe 7.
Maybe that's a little bit high, but
I think
I stand by it.
General easy cards to activate is like I would rate them like not at 10 because
I would
it's just,
still give them.
I think this is like one of the
easiest.
easiest cards to activate.
Right.
Like, at,
like I'd save the higher power for like the
The ones
good
that
ones,
do
the
stuff.
Great Elementals.
Oh,
for
there it
example.
is. It's Hogan Wing.
Yes, the next card is Ambush Demon Stealth Fiend Hogan Wing. Murakumo.
Hulk Hogan.
When this unit is placed in the Guardian Circle, choose one grade 1 or greater rear guards. Search your deck for up to one card with the same name as chosen unit. Call to the Guardian Circle.
Oh, okay.
Shuffle your deck, and
So,
at
14.
and that unit gets, when it's put into the drop zone for the G Guardian Circle, put it to the bottom of the deck.
Sorry, it copies the grade
Yeah,
1 and then gives it what?
Puts it to the Guardian
Okay.
Circle, grade 1 or greater. Puts it to the Guardian Circle, and then when it's put in the drop zone, you put it to the bottom of the deck.
It's like actually gives you more shield value than most of the other ones if you have certain rear guards in the field, and then at worst
It's
it
grade
gives you
1 or
like,
greater, though.
huh?
It's grade 1 or greater.
Yeah, it doesn't really give you.
Or like you can
Yeah,
do
extra
perfect guards,
shield
right?
You have to.
Oh wait,
run
you have to do the
cards,
old
you know?
ones. Is Murakumo counterblast heavy?
Somewhat. You should generally counterblast one every turn minimum.
I guess it's just about like average then. It's like it's a little bit harder than some of the other ones, but it's not hard.
It's
16.
I give it a 5.
It's slightly better than the
Hogan
Gold
Wing.
Paladin one.
The what?
Slightly better than the Gold Paladin.
I would say it's like about even with the Golden Royal, because like it's about the same thing, right?
Yeah, you just need to have one thing on the board for it to activate, right?
Yeah.
One grade 1
Or
or
greater.
one grade 1 or 2, because you're not gonna call it grade 2
Take
to
it.
the Guardian Circle.
Yeah. So it's like
Wait.
average.
Oh wait, no, Shiranui doesn't activate on Guardian Circle. I have to discard Shiranui.
So it's okay.
Imagine if you could activate Shiranui off of that. That'd be so
That's so
sick.
cool.
That'd be so dope.
Next one is Lightning King Spirit Emperor Vritra. It's Narukami.
Narukami.
Thunderstrike 1, it gets +5. So in other words, when your opponent's bind zone is 1 or more.
Easy.
Generally easy, yes.
Easy. Can't do it on the first.
Yeah, generally you can. Generally
do
you
it
can. It's
on their
possible.
first
I
try.
give it
It's
a
possible.
little bit weaker
It's
because
Katura.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think it's a little bit weaker because if you want to do it first, so I
It's
give it like a
very
4 out of 10.
Okay.
It's not hard to do. It's just like if you want to do it early,
Its
it's
first stride is
like not
or
gonna
first-
happen
yeah.
probably.
Okay.
A little bit worse, but not terrible or anything.
Pretty easy to.
Like once you hit the activation, it'll always work, right?
Well,
So
by the
that's
way, the reason
versatile.
why we're all like rating these things around like a 5 is just because they're kind of like we're just
Generic.
figuring these as just like vanilla G Guardians basically.
They're the first of its kind.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. Set
So,
1
like-
basically of G Guardians.
they only get better unless you're Shadow Paladins, and they can make them considerably worse.
They could get better.
Sure.
Maybe, not really.
I mean, anything's better than Ludwig.
Do you think that's the worst G? Okay, we'll go through it and we'll just.
I think it is.
Yeah. Next one is Righteous Superhuman Blue Prison. That's a Nova Grappler. I really like this art.
Such a cool name.
Yeah. When this unit is placed on the Guardian Circle, number of cards in your damage zone is more than or equal to the number of cards in your opponent's damage zone. You're at +5,000. It gains +5,000 shield.
Eh.
So equal or greater damage
Hollow.
for you, +5,000 shield. It's okay.
I don't think you run it.
It's not too what?
I don't think you run that card. I think you'd rather just run
It
the
does what?
G
Someone
Guardians.
else? If you're at equal or more damage, you get +5k shield.
Equal or more.
Yes.
I think you'd rather just run G Guardians.
It's for what con?
Nova Grappler.
Or sorry, I think you'd rather just run the Card Elementals.
It's.
Actually, I agree with you. Interesting.
I think
Maybe
it's
as a
like
one-off.
it's not good, but you run it. It's.
Yeah.
I give it a 3 out of 10.
Okay.
You'd run it over like the.
No, I
ones that
run
make-
one.
So
Max.
I don't know,
One max. Zero
Like
to
1 max.
oh
Just because
yeah,
like sometimes
okay.
it's extra shield, right? If you're losing, it's extra
Yeah,
shield for free. So it's not good. It's not like amazing, but it's like
I'd give
Eh.
I'd give it like a 3. It's on the lower end of the.
it's lower
spectrum,
end,
maybe.
but it's
But
good
it's
enough
not
that you
Shadow
run. It's good enough that
Paladin.
you can run one of it. I think.
I like the art though. But yeah, I like because like Nova Grapplers you need pieces, so I think maybe even the discard draw one might be better for you because you want to search for your piece if you don't have them. But yeah, this
Thank
card's
you,
like mediocre to pretty bad.
I think.
The next one is Deeply's Enigma and Patriot. This is the easiest to
Enigma?
activate one. If
6.
your opponent's
It just
attacking unit
happens.
is 2,000 or 20,000 or greater, it gets plus
So,
5,000
crit?
shield. So basically, it's a
There is no
summon.
condition
Yeah.
It just happens.
because the condition is you don't need more. If you don't meet the condition, then you didn't need the guard anyway.
Yeah, basically. So rating.
Oh yeah. So
It's still a 5 or 6 out of 10.
I give it a 7 because it's an unconditional like 20 kg.
At the end of the day, it's still just a vanilla like.
It's like, yeah, but it's just
shield.
strictly better. It's practically strictly better than all the other G Guardians that are like for the ones out.
The clans.
Yeah.
Because it just activates for free.
It's the best of the best clan specific ones.
Yeah.
Discard one, bind one.
Yeah.
So for our next card, we have
From
Death
Field
Starvader
right?
Demon Maxwell.
Hey. Let's go.
What you do is you lock a back row of your own, and it gets plus 5k shield, and it's a Starvader.
Terrible.
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 2 out of 10.
As a Starvader.
2 out of 10.
Yes. Arguably okay for like Messiah, but still not that good.
You don't even want it Messiah because you want to like usually you boost or attack with the units that you lock first, and then you lock them, and then you
And
unlock.
you can lock back row. No, it's during your. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So when it goes to your turn,
Doing
they'll
more
still
attacks,
be
right?
locked. Like
Yeah.
so you either lose a boost or you lose an attacker. Then you unlock them
No,
and
it's
you wait.
back row. It's a back row.
Okay, so you lose a booster. You kind of want the booster,
Yeah.
right?
Sometimes it's okay. It's just not very good.
Amnesty's not
You
very
can play
good.
into it with your
Sure,
G
sure.
Guardian or
And
G
then discard a
rare.
card.
So what you can do is you lock a back row, and then you unlock it with your new GR, and then lock everything else.
Yeah.
So it's not terrible. It's just not very good, right? Especially in Starvader. Starvader is just terrible.
Oh,
Run
you have
zero.
to lock a Starvader?
No, you lock anything, but it's a
Oh.
Starvader itself, which is confusing.
Oh, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, but the name, like Starvader means
What does the name mean anything in your open G
it's
zone?
Starvader.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
No, it doesn't mean anything. It just Starvader's not Messiah, right?
Yeah, Starvaders are
Does
supposed
having
to be
Messiah
broken.
name mean anything?
Huh?
Does having Messiah name?
No,
mean
it
anything?
doesn't. It, like the name
Names
doesn't
don't
matter,
mean
but
anything.
it infers something.
You pick.
Yeah. Like, people thought it was going to be broken because it had Starvader in its name.
Did they really? Or just because there's
No, I don't know, I'm joking.
So it's just bad.
yeah, it's just bad. I don't think it's worse than the Shadow Paladin one, but...
Yeah.
Well, it's actually kind of the same. You lose it.
No,
well,
no,
no,
it's
because...
different.
No,
Because
Shadow
it can
Paladin
benefit your.
one- Shadow Paladin one's just worse.
The problem is that you cannot boost. This rearguard lane is gone. Like,
No,
just-
not
it's
necessarily.
gone.
It's debatable.
16 Vanguard.
Because you can use the GR, right, and just
Oh, wait,
unlock
is it
that
18?
card that was just locked,
19.
unlock everything
Same
else.
thing. And
Right.
then
So it's debatably bad. Anyways,
I choose a card at random.
next
behind
card
everybody
is
this
a
time.
Spike Brothers card. Excellent cheerleader,
Yeah.
Aerie. She's excellent.
19.
When this card is
You hit
placed on
that.
the Guardian Circle, if you have 3 or less rear guards, it gets plus 5 to the
Oh.
shield.
Alright.
And if you don't guard
It's alright.
you discard
Um,
a card.
It's Spike Brothers, right? So you put cards back to the deck. So you don't normally have a lot of rear
That
guards.
was unlucky.
So it's pretty
Oh,
easy to
did I just
activate,
guess
guess.
You hit the worst one for me.
Yeah. Rating?
It's like, again, I'm just going to give it like a 5
You
or
can
6 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
It's on the above average side of it because
Shiranui,
it's easy to
right?
pull
And
off.
Okay.
Oh,
The brick rate doesn't
I'll
count.
go with 4.
oh, no, it doesn't.
Really?
It's
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give it 4.
Okay.
It's kind of mediocre.
free. I technically
so
forgot to
it's whatever.
unflip one.
You have one card now.
Like,
Yeah.
first, yeah, that's just
Sucks.
mediocre. You're gonna rush, right? Like, early.
Yeah.
So you kind of want a lot of cards. But it depends, I don't know. Anyways,
I guess it's actually just better to perfect guard this, or I lose the cards anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Because if I take that, if then you card plus one, I discard one.
Yeah.
I just lose the card. I can't guard that.
Yeah,
So it's
alright.
Yabi
technically
has
better.
a specific cost. It's
Vanguard?
like 3 or less, right?
What?
3 or greater. Yabi.
This one?
Yeah, you should read it.
Oh, it's actually 3 or less.
I'm pretty sure.
But I still make him discard a card for this, too.
Well,
As
yeah,
long as
so-
you have
The
equal.
number
or
of cards is
Wait, but
minus
then he
less
had
than your
3, he had
opponent's. I had 2.
Yeah, I had 2, I have 1.
Or
less. Okay, then yeah.
Yeah.
it's actually just better to perfect guard that and take the Vanguard.
Wow.
Because now I don't discard anything.
Crit boost.
Boost.
Anyways, for our next one, it's False
it's Dark
Darkwing
Man. Your turn.
Agret Bat Mallet. Dark Regulars, that's what it is.
I can't strike.
When this unit is placed in the
Jesus.
Guardian Circle, Soul Charge 2. And if the number of cards in your soul is 6 or more, it gets plus 5k shield.
It's not like it's not the same as the Genesis one, because like the Genesis one is just a strict plus for like to gain
It's
the
not a
5.
plus.
It is a plus.
No, it's
Gaining
not.
3 in your soul is.
That's not a plus.
I mean, it's not technically like an advantage plus. It's just it's fueling your resources, right?
Yeah.
So I think when you fuel your resources, I consider it a
But
plus.
this is unconditional.
You need to have 6 in soul.
Yeah, but the Soul Charge 2 is unconditional because it's from your deck.
Yeah, like
The other
it's-
things in your graveyard
yeah.
is just not guaranteed.
9 rear guard.
You know what I mean?
It's generally guaranteed.
But not necessarily.
I don't know.
You have to guard with
I think this
stuff.
card is worse than the Genesis one.
I disagree. Because first stride is a lot easier to activate and doesn't actually matter. 5k debatably doesn't matter at all. The +5.
Vanguard?
Yeah.
As
Does
for like
it
first
doesn't do it. It just doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if you take it.
And then this one's just soul
Right.
charging 2 for free.
Yeah.
Right? It's kind of like the mill 2 for Granblue.
I'm still impartial to the Genesis one
Nightrose
being like a
Yeah.
little better.
Yeah, it's debatably better, but this one's just nice because it's guaranteed soul charge too.
Yeah. I mean, you're still gonna run it either way. It's still a good card for the deck.
It's not. I don't think it's worse than the Genesis one. I don't think it's not better than it. It's just like it's its own clan kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, hollow.
Yeah, this,
Oh,
regardless,
Sonic
this
is
card
this?
is nice.
I would
Rating?
give it like
5.
a 6.
18.
Okay.
Or 19.
Just because it gets a general upside, right?
Yeah, 19.
The next card is our Pale Moon card, Chainsaw Mega Trick Furnival. What it does is, when you G-Guard with it, you look at the top 3, search for one card among them, put it into your soul, and put the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. If the card put in your soul is a grade 1 or greater, it gets +5 shield.
I think that card is good.
I also think this card is really good, but it can go really bad for you.
It does what?
So when you G-Guard with it,
Yeah.
top 3, choose one, goes in the soul. If it's 1 or greater, it gets +5 shield.
I think it's good.
Yeah, I do too, but like
It's fueling resources.
it's a. I just watched this on like Team As. Okay, shout outs to Team not Team the Science and the Vanguard, but what it does, what's the worst case scenario? Feels bad is you check top 3, they're all triggers. You put one into the soul, so you soul charge trigger, and you don't get +5.
Is the
It
soul
super
charge
feels bad.
mandatory?
It's everything is mandatory,
Yes, but it could be good also.
and of course it's really good, but it can be very bad for you.
I think the upside.
I think
outweighs
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. I
downside.
mean,
I would
you're
give it a
right.
6 out of 10.
You're right, but it happens. It can
Because
happen.
it's like more likely to be a good thing than a bad
Yeah,
thing. And
It's true. It's just that can happen. That's unfortunate if it does.
Yeah.
And Ryan goes into it. So next card we have. Okay, cool.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, you
Retroactive.
wanted my rating?
Oh yeah. What's your rating? Sure.
I'll give it like a 6. What are you complaining? I don't
I didn't
get
say
it.
anything. It's okay.
Okay.
Retroactive Time Maiden Uluru. It's a G guard. Gear Chronicle one. When you G guard with it, choose a normal unit and trigger unit from your drop zone. Put it to the bottom of your deck in any order.
24.
If 2 were put, it gets +5k shield.
Card's good.
Very good.
Very solid. Put triggers back. Gain shield. You already put one. You put the heal trigger back.
Enter.
Yeah, heal trigger goes back for sure, and then one card of your choice. That's normal.
Crit or another
No, it's a
heal.
normal unit. It has to be a normal.
Oh, it has to be a normal.
Yeah.
Oh, just say
One
you just,
trigger and one normal.
you just put your heal trigger back, and then you put something else back.
You don't have to put a heal trigger back, but you can.
It's good, right?
It's
Generally
really good.
you do,
It's
yeah.
really good.
Hey, wait, so it puts one card back and then gets 5k shield?
Puts 2 cards back. One has to be normal. One has to be a trigger.
So just one normal because you're discarding a trigger anyway.
Yes, but it doesn't have to be that specific trigger.
Well, I mean, no, but like
Yes,
you
yes,
always
yes,
have a
yes.
trigger though, basically.
Okay.
And then
so,
if 2 cards were put back, then you get +5 shield.
So I would say that's an upside, not a
Yeah.
cost.
Yeah,
Mine
it is an
and then
upside.
you discard a card.
I would give
Super
it like
upside.
8 out of 10.
I agree.
Yeah,
It's
it's
also
just good all around.
one of the top G Guardians for clan specific. It's also, I believe, the most expensive in terms of clan specific G Guardians.
Yeah, I think it's really good.
It is really good.
Yep.
The trigger,
So you
the normal
discard
unit can matter because
Or-
you can either put a PG
Yeah.
back
Or
or
is
you
it
can put
bind
a
or
normal
discard?
unit.
No. So
back
I bind the
as
rear guard
toolbox
and you
for
discard a
your
card.
time
For Shiranui.
units.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's nice. Anyways,
I
our
moved
next
this
one
one's around it,
is
so I can't use it.
Yeah.
Eclipse Dragonhold Deep Corpse Dragon.
Last one.
This specific card, what it does is
26.
when you G guard with
Oh, yeah.
it,
With a
you
crit.
mill 2 and it gets +5.
Really good for Granblue.
Yep.
It's pretty much what
Find
they
one, right?
wanted.
It's pretty much almost the same thing as Dark Regulars, but it's a guaranteed +5.
Yeah, you choose.
Yeah.
I would give it a 6
Yeah.
out of
It doesn't matter.
6 out
One.
of 10.
Okay, I agree. It's a good card.
Just because
helps.
it doesn't do like anything spectacular.
Yeah, you don't expect them to do spectacular.
Yeah.
I literally couldn't stride for a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
But yeah, it's really good.
I think I would have killed you if I could have
I
stried.
definitely think you would have killed me.
Next card is Bermuda Triangle Sailor's Medley Nasha. This card, when you G-Guard with it, you choose up to 1 card from your hand, reveal it. If you have the same unit with the same grade as that card, it gets plus 5,000 shield.
Wait, you do what?
So you reveal a card from your hand, up to one card.
Yeah.
If you have a unit with the same grade as that card, it gets plus 5,000 shield.
And it's for what? It's for what, clan?
On the field.
Bermuda.
Bermuda.
Also, like if you reveal a grade 3,
it gets
it'll
plus 5,
automatically work. It's nothing like amazing. It's cool.
I think it's slightly worse than some of the super easy ones, but it's not hard to activate either.
Give it like a 5 out of 10.
Give it a 4.
Yeah, okay. For the next one, Guard, Leader of Sky and Water Flosha. It's a Aquaforce card. When this unit is placed on the Guardian Circle, if it is first or second battle turn, it gets plus 5,000 shield.
I don't like it because it's a little restraining.
It's not in the. This isn't in the deck.
For my taste.
Oh, what the
I
heck?
really don't like this card because
I just noticed those there.
general pattern of this card of usual Vanguard attacks is Vanguard.
Wait, is it an
rear
Aquaforce card?
Aquaforce
Yes.
card. So Vanguard, rear guard, right? Vanguard's big, so you don't want to guard it, right? It's too big for you to guard.
Wait, so it
with your
guards the
Guardian.
first or second? Or...
Yeah. It gets plus 5,000 shield.
Oh.
Second one will be the lowest of the 2 Vanguards, and then third one will be the highest 2 Vanguards, normally.
Yeah.
So that's why it's not that good, because you don't get the highest power shield and the higher Vanguard.
Plus, it's
Right
bad
there.
against Aquaforce.
Yeah, it's also bad against Aquaforce itself, which is weird.
It just gets punished by decks that run like stands or like any
Or
deck
attacks
that-
a lot.
Yeah, like Spike Brother.
You can play around it by going
Grappler.
rear guard, Vanguard, assuming
I
you
guess.
do some. If you do a deck that like
No,
stands your
that's how
rear
you
guard,
play
something like
into it, right?
Huh?
That's how you play
that.
into
Wait,
it.
it guards the first or second attacks, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're not going to guard your Vanguard with like a G Guardian anyways, right?
Normally you don't. Unless you want to guard with 2 cards. But normally you don't, right?
Unless it has like Guard Restrict or something.
Yeah.
Well, what if you're against Deep Police? They go rear guard, then Vanguard, and it's like.
Well, you're going to go into the anti-Deep Police shred anyway.
Assuming you're running it, and I don't know if Aquaforce runs it or not.
You probably run it in every deck.
I guess you want resistant Aquaforce, so yeah.
Yeah. Resist the...
Resist must be really good in Aquaforce because they. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's still not that like.
It's not that good.
Good.
I
Yeah.
give it like a 3 out of 10.
Same.
Yeah.
It's
It's too
next
conditional.
card is Dream Mutant Deity Scarabus Mega Colony. When you G-Guard with it, if the number of your opponent's units in rest is 2 or more, gets plus 5,000 shield. Interesting.
Is it units or rear guards?
Units.
Oh, that's really easy.
Yeah, it's really easy. It's
Pretty easy,
good.
yeah.
It's
In
one
other
of the
words,
easiest.
If your opponent attacks and has
And
a boost,
boost.
it gets plus 5,000 shield. So,
It's
yeah.
like super easy.
Or if they swing Vanguard, then swing rear guard, then it works. And if they don't swing rear guard after that and they just don't attack, it's whatever.
So the only time where it's worse is if they make their Vanguard really large and they don't boost and they attack with it first, which can happen. But
I mean, you don't G-Guard with it in general, right? But yeah.
but it's not hard to activate, so it's
Yeah.
pretty good.
I give it a 5 out of 10.
Same.
Next one is Great Nature. When you G-Guard with it,
Did you keep hand?
choose one of your rear guards. You may have it get. At the end of the turn, retire this unit, countercharge 1. Until the end of the turn, if you do, it gets plus 5,000 shield. I see.
It's okay. I think it's.
I don't know if they need the unflipping.
Yeah, same.
I think I might need it.
If they don't need the unflipping, then
I
I don't
actually think they do need it.
I haven't played against the Great Nature.
I don't know. So if
remember
if Great Nature
mechanics
needs
that well.
unflipping, then it's good. If they don't need it, then I think it's bad because you rather just not minus yourself.
We don't need to do it, but it just gets plus 5,000 shield.
But then at that point, you'd rather just run a Cry Elemental under it.
Yeah.
Because you could just run the discard one, get 10k shield, which is more.
Yeah.
If you don't care about the counterblast.
11.
What you can also do with this card is you can run like Stamp Otter, whatever it's called.
Does it say if you? Does it say it has to be
No,
retired
it's,
for the
what it
effective
does
filter?
it's at the end of the turn retire this unit and countercharge 1. So even if you don't retire this unit, you still countercharge 1.
Too.
I'd give it like a 5 out, or
Banshee.
maybe a 4
Pretty
out of 10 actually. Well, it depends if they need unflipping. I haven't played against Great Nature in a while.
Go ahead.
You're right. Like what this specific card it retires. What does it retire at the end of your turn?
I'll just
At
find
the
your
end
rear
of-
guard, I guess.
Each turn. Oh, okay. It's at the end of. Oh no, it's until the end of turn. So at the end of their turn, you
16.
retire it. But the only problem is a lot of your cards don't activate on their end turn. Like you activate like Duckbill, but that's your own turn.
Okay.
So you don't get too much off of the retire.
Yep.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm not. Maybe a 4 out of 10.
It might get better with like Hamskin and stuff because that got support
Yeah,
recently.
the new Housegate support is super
Yeah,
cool.
it's so cool.
I kind of want to like just pick it up because
Do you have the grade 2s and 1s?
I think I do.
Eugene bought it out, so you should look.
I think I have like at least. I think I have at least 4 of the grade 1 and 3 of the grade
Where?
2.
Okay, you should look now, dude, and ask everyone else.
11.
Anyways, the next card is our Neo Nectar card. You wanna show it face up? Alright, just like into the camera.
Like,
So our next one is like up,
I don't
like
think you
super
see it.
close. So our G Guardian for Neo Nectar is
Yeah, that's good.
when this unit is placed on the
Okay.
Guardian circle, choose up to 1 card from your hand, call
Pretty
it.
rude.
It gets resist, and if you call the card, it gets plus 5,000 shield. So this card is good.
I think this card is better than the Gearconic one.
No, I disagree.
I personally think it's better than the Gearconic one. I think it
It's,
sets up so.
debatable, but I don't
Wait,
think so.
does
It
what?
sets up so
It's
much
the
for the
resisting,
deck.
for the-
It's crazy.
The
Oh,
Neo
the-
Nectar one, the call from the hand.
Oh, so I think it's really, really, really good.
I think it's really, really good too.
No, I think it's better than the Gear Chronicle one. No, you know why? It's because
You guaranteed Asha, right?
Yeah.
But, like,
no, that's like super. That's like the biggest weakness of the deck is they have nothing in the field, right? So if you
And
fix
you get
that, and they can't kill it.
Yeah.
They can't kill it. They set up your play for next turn, and you guard, and you give yourself GB1.
Yeah.
It's the biggest weakness of the deck is you don't have anything to copy.
It's good, but it's not.
I do think it's more important. I think it's like I think you would run it like 2 of even or more.
I think you're in close to 4.
No, I mean like when new G Guardians come out, I would still run it.
That's
Is what I'm
okay.
saying.
It depends on what the next one is.
Unless it does something like that, I would just run this because it sets up your plays.
Regardless,
like-
it's very good. I agree.
I think it's
just
really, really
don't
good.
know if it's better. I don't think it's
31
better than
out
G
of
Guardian. Right?
I think it's really, really good.
Yeah. Rating? 7.
I'd give it an 8. 8 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Oh, okay, that's pretty high. Okay.
15k card.
Next, it's not all for G Guardians. We have 2 more G Guardians. Well, technically, we have 3. One isn't specifically listed. I heard it was a box topper for the set. What it is it's G Guardian. You discard a card, draw a card. It's a Crayolental one. It's like a bunny-looking thing. I can't find it because it's not actually here on the list. But what it does, it's when you G Guard with it, you discard a card and you draw a card. Overall, it's pretty good as a Crayolental card. Yeah.
It's good for combo decks like Raging Form and stuff like that. They need to draw out pieces early.
Yeah. Rating
The discard and draw?
Yeah.
Blasters, like.
You may not run it a lot in general decks, but
Yeah.
it's okay to have as like one over.
I think just like in combo decks, you probably use it like to try.
In the decks it's good in, I would give it a 6 out of 10. In the decks it's not, it's like a 4 out of 10.
Okay.
So we'll just average it out to 5.
Yeah.
Um,
So I think if it's not good for your deck, you just don't run it at all.
Yeah.
For our next card, it's Metal Element Screw. Cray Elemental also. We're going to the Cray Elemental ones. What you do is when you G-Guard with it, discard a card and it gets plus 10,000 shield.
6 out of 10 because
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
I give it a 9 out of 10.
Really?
I really like this card. Really like this card.
I mean, it's not bad. It's just that I think you run like maybe one of it.
Yeah, I feel like you run one of it in like almost every deck. Maybe.
Just because
Debatably.
Just because it's going to be like 30
Well, because
cards.
it makes it so it's
card.
possible to guard Diablo easily.
Yeah, it's 25k guard on Diablo, who's...
I mean, you still guard more, right? But it's just a lot easier.
Yeah.
Or other cards. Like, you turn a draw trigger or a grade 3 into a 10k shield. Right? If you need it. You don't need it too often. You probably won't use it too often, but it's nice to have. It's like a toolboxy card. It's just actually a toolboxy card. So I like it. I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
I'd give it like an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
7 out of 10.
Okay, so for our next one, this is like the highlight card, I guess, maybe. Dark Element Dismal. It's a G-Guardian. It has resist, and when you G-Guard with it, you choose one of your rear guards until the end turn. They cannot be hit and cannot be chosen by the effects of your opponent's cards.
Oh, it's a stat trigger.
So this card, guys, is broken.
21.
Maybe not broken, but I give it a straight 10 out of 10.
Yeah, just because it strictly counters, like, it counters Deep Police.
Maybe not strict counter, but it's really good, yes.
That's like a direct
Right.
counter to Deep Police.
Pretty much, yeah. Like if they swing a rear guard, you make it TGable.
Yeah, like you just stop their laurel, and if they can no longer just swing at a rear guard in case.
Yeah, because they're scared. You make them scared because this card exists, It has resist, so
Unless
it
they're
cannot
like
be...
really good at memorizing like
Six
what
like
you're
Vanguard,
drive checking. And
Yeah, but you can still draw it.
Yeah.
yeah, I know,
Technical?
but
Yeah.
like
And
still,
that's the
yeah,
Nightrose.
That doesn't hit.
it's
The
just
fact that this card exists is very scary.
it is.
It makes attacking rearguards very hard to do.
So
Wait, which one?
Dismal. The Dark Element one.
Oh,
And
wait,
broken
Anti-
one.
anti-deep
Resist.
police.
so if you don't like Deep Police, I give it a 10 out of 10.
I still give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
just
I
because
give
this
it-
card exists, it's a 10
Yeah.
out of 10.
I'd also give it a 10
Rearguard?
out of 10.
The
So,
cross
in this
becomes a
card.
lot harder to use because you swing at rearguard, they use this and
Bind
APG
one.
with one card.
Discard
Don't know work.
Yeah.
Discard.
Cross still works, but still, it's just a lot.
Yeah, I
harder.
would just give it a 10 out of 10 overall. It's
Yeah.
like super good.
And then for some reason, this is our last card. It's a double rare, but it's not a GR, not a G
Bind
Guardian.
that.
So Breeze,
And then you discard a card.
Air Element's a Breeze. So you counterblast 2 and discard a card. If you have a grade 3 Vanguard, and the number of face-up cards in your G zone is 0.
Cards in it?
Your
It's 5.
opponent's Vanguard is grade 2, and no unit was placed on your opponent's Vanguard during the ride phase of the opponent's preceding turn. Stride this card on your Vanguard circle from face down.
Bind a card?
I think this card is 10 out of 10, straight.
Same. I think it's an instant one of in every deck.
Yes, instant save
Bind
one
it.
of in every deck.
Okay.
This is like the official first staple
Okay.
card,
No card.
Okay.
like
Yeah.
in Vanguard ever.
Boost.
Just because like it punishes people who stay on grade, like who are actually grade
Stack
locked.
Saki.
and miss G assist.
Yeah, and nobody can like actually just play the grade 2 game anymore.
To be fair, they kind of can. So what you can do to not...
You can keep writing.
You can keep writing or stay on grade 1. Okay. Anyways, thanks guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was kind of long because we had to describe every single card in the set. But yeah, regardless, I hope you liked it. If you did, please leave a comment in the comment box down below if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. And a like and subscription if you enjoyed.